What if the watch you're wearing right now is completely wrong for you? Not fake, not low quality.
Ouais,
Because here's the truth, most people never realize. Choosing a watch is not about buying the best watch. It's about buying the right one. And every year, thousands of people spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars on watches they stop wearing just weeks later. Why? Because they bought the hype, not the watch. And the scary part? Most people don't even know they made the wrong choice until it's too late. So in this video, we're breaking down the hidden mistakes behind watch buying and why your watch choice might actually be ruining your experience. Let's start with the biggest illusion in the watch world, the idea that expensive automatically means better. It sounds logical, right? More money, more prestige, better watch. But reality works differently. A luxury dress watch might look incredible online. But if your daily life involves movement, travel, work, or outdoor activity, that perfect watch quickly becomes uncomfortable, fragile, impractical. And suddenly, you stop wearing it. Not because it's bad, because it doesn't fit your life. And this is where most people fail. They choose watches for status instead of function. But here's where things get dangerous. The watch industry is built around emotion. Brands sell you a lifestyle, success, luxury, power, and slowly, you start believing that owning a certain watch will change how people see you. Maybe even how you see yourself. But after the excitement fades, reality hits. The watch that looked amazing on YouTube feels completely wrong on your wrist. Too heavy, too flashy, too delicate. And that's when regret begins. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Most people buy watches before understanding themselves. Think about it. Do you actually need a luxury mechanical watch? Or do you just like the idea of owning one? Because there's a massive difference. Some people love tradition, the ticking movement, the craftsmanship, the history. Others just want something reliable, simple, a watch they never have to think about. And there's nothing wrong with either, but problems begin when you buy a watch designed for someone else's lifestyle. Take automatic watches, for example. Watch enthusiasts love them, and for good reason. Mechanical engineering, tiny moving parts, decades of tradition. It feels alive. But here's the truth. Beginners discover too late. Automatic watches require attention. They lose time. They need servicing. Some are sensitive to shocks or magnetism, and for certain people, that becomes frustrating. Meanwhile, a simple quartz watch from brands like Casio or Seiko can quietly work for years with almost no maintenance. More accurate, more practical, but less romantic. And that's the real battle, emotion versus reality. Then comes another mistake, buying watches for the internet. This happens more than people think. You see collectors praising a specific model. Suddenly, everyone calls it the perfect watch, so you buy it. Not because you truly connected with it, but because the internet told you to. And when the trend disappears, your excitement disappears with it, because deep down, it was never your choice. And this is exactly why some affordable watches end up being worn more than luxury ones, not because they're objectively better, but because they fit real life better. That's why so many people keep going back to watches like the G-Shock. Reliable, durable, stress-free. You don't worry about scratches, you don't worry about water, you just wear it. And ironically, that freedom creates a stronger connection with the watch itself. But perhaps the biggest mistake of all is choosing a watch too quickly. Because the best watch choices happen slowly. You learn your taste, your habits, your lifestyle. Over time, your preferences change. The watch you wanted 5 years ago might not fit who you are today. And that's normal, because watches are personal, much more personal than people think. So, why is your watch choice wrong? Maybe it's not built for your lifestyle. Maybe it's based on hype. Maybe it reflects who you want it to be, instead of who you actually are. And that realization changes everything. Because the best watch is not the most expensive, not the most famous, not the one with the most prestige. It's the one that feels natural the moment you wear it, the one you keep reaching for every single morning without thinking. At the end of the day, a watch is not just about telling time. It tells a story about your priorities, your personality, your life. So don't choose the watch people expect you to wear. Choose the one that feels like you, because that is the right choice.